This is my rechargeable battery tester, and we're going to start by inserting a fully charged battery into one of the slots. It can test up to 3 simultaneously. Now the battery is going to be detected and the discharge cycle is going to begin. Now the voltage is displayed and the amount of charge used in milliamp hours. Now when the battery voltage drops below a usable value, the test is complete. I'm going to insert one in the bottom, and it's going to detect that cell as well, and it's going to start discharging that. Now this would normally take a couple of hours, so rather than watch, we're going to fast forward this by removing the batteries. Okay, that one's gone to 0 volts, which is obviously below the threshold. It's giving us a little beep, and take out the top one. And now all the tests are complete, since all the batteries are drained. You might think of something like this as a battery tester, but it really only tests the voltage, so it's not really very useful, and it doesn't give you any indication of how long the batteries will last. Now I'll show you how it was made. This is my original design for the battery tester. It's based off an Arduino board, and it's basically the same as the final project, except that it can only handle one battery at a time. This is my final design for the battery tester. It's based off the ATmega 168 chip, and it can test 3 batteries instead of the development, which could only test 1. I wanted to complete my project by putting it in a small enclosure. Of course, I've got to make room for the battery and the display and the electronics. I considered putting it into one of these plastic project boxes, or there's an aluminum one, or even an old external modem case I had lying around. I decided to go a different route, and I wanted to make it out of wood. So I've already started. I've cut some holes there for the battery. I'm using a 1/2-inch piece of basswood, and I start out by drilling a series of holes. As you can see there, I've already taken that out and cut out the desired shape. Now the display is going to fit up from the bottom, but since the wood is so thick, I'm going to have to recess from the back side so that will fit in nicely. I'm going to do that on my drill press, and I have a special bit, it's a Dremel bit, that I can use to make it somewhat like a router. I've adjusted the height now to take out the amount of material that I want. Start that up. I've routed out enough material now that the display will fit right in there. I've done a little cleanup. I finished the front half and applied a coat of varnish. I've also installed a small reset switch there, which is held in with hot glue. The back also required quite a bit of routing. I wish I had a CNC machine for that, but I don't. Here's the circuit board, and you can see the Atmel chip there. A little display speaker on the back, and there's the display. So it fits in there like that. The circuit board goes there. I'm going to hold that in with a couple of screws, and that's what it's going to look like.